All right, you got levels? All right. All right, guys, whenever you're ready to go for it.
All right, we'll start with an opening statement from Coach.
A very tough opponent. Obviously won the conference last year. We got to see him in our building this year, and we're happy that we came out with a win. It was seemed like a really long game just in real life time, and so it was scrappy out there, and I think there were moments where we were able to bust out and play a little looser, and we were able to get a lead, but they did the same thing, I thought, very well in the second half. That made us a little nervous. So we got to keep putting ourselves in these situations and understand how winning is done, but I think a lot of our guys are going to learn, and it's always better to learn winning.
Coach Towson was the preseason favorite. How big is it to come out here and get this first win in conference play, against the favorite?
Yeah, it helps. They do a great job down there, and I think they only had 2 losses in conference last year, and a couple guys that helped them get there, and Tejada and Williamson and a few others, and so it helps. We can point to that and say, I think we're improving, but each year is going to be very different in league, and I think they're going to figure stuff out and get some home games and be able to be down there the stretch. So it's good to get them at home. I don't think we'll ever get too high or too low after a win like that, but it's nice to get a win to start conference play.
It really seemed like after a little bit of a slow start, Lally came off and hit those 2 threes, and that seemed to help you. Talk about that. But your bench play in general, I know it's always big, but it seemed to be an advantage for you tonight.
Yeah, I guess technically he's a bench player, which is no small thing, because I think you can see him play and he's probably it'd be very appropriate for him to start, and I've talked to him about it, and it speaks to who he is that he is considered a bench player. So I've mentioned it before, but when I played, I cared who started, and I wanted to start all the time. And now as a coach, I don't care at all, and it gives me a lot of comfort to have people like Joel and Finn come in when you're battling with your first 5, and then if you're only going to 1 or 2 guys, you hope it goes your way, but as you see them jump off the bench and come in, you know that you're coming with some heavy hitters in your second group. And so Finn did a great job tonight. Joel got in a little bit of foul trouble and then came out and really covered us up in the second half there. So starting should matter. It mattered to me. I'm a hypocrite, but I love seeing those guys pop up off the bench.
And you just kind of expand on that, Joel. It really doesn't seem to be a lot of ego about starting or not. And is there a little bit of ego about being able to come in as off of the bench as a group and play as well as you did tonight?
I think we just have a group of guys who genuinely like each other so much that if I'm coming off the bench, it means that another guy gets to start, and I just want to see other guys succeeding. So it's really awesome that no matter whose night it is, I think every night somebody else, like someone may score, someone else may not score, but I think it's all about supporting each other and genuinely being happy when someone else is doing well. I think that's why no one who comes off the bench is complaining, because we know that when we do get out there, the starting 5 is going to support us just as much as we support them.
And talk about keeping your boys down the stretch. You had a 22-point lead. They cut it to 6. And then you kept them at bay at the end.
I mean, it's a game of runs. I think that was a run that we definitely could have prevented. I think it was sloppiness on our part. But it's a testament to who this team is that we were able to give up a run like that and still keep our heads and finish the game strong.
Coach, you didn't get a whole lot out of Brockhoff and Fasasi in the first half, but it seemed like right out of the gate, you made that a point to get them in the offense more. Talk about that, and just, is there a difference side this year versus last year?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think we're different than we were last year, and we do have a lot of skilled guys, including Joel on the block. And so I think in a lot of times, you know, it wasn't necessarily we were going away from them, or I think the guys sort of figure out what's going on just naturally while in the flow of a game. And so in the first few minutes and the first 13 or 14 minutes of the game was just going so slow for us that as you came out and you saw some things, but you couldn't execute on it. When you got out in the second half, I think they understood the ball move a little bit more, we move a little bit more, and then you'll get some really wide open shots. And I think they just took care of it, and they're smart players along with everybody, and they understand that they get smarter as the game goes on, and I think they took advantage of that.
And you're a little bit more, at least statistically, of a 2-point team this year. But, you know, tonight was a night where they showed that the 3 could be a big weapon like it was last year.
Right.
I'm talking about their ability to do that and to do both.
Yeah, you know, I in recruiting, you're always trying to pigeonhole people into, are you a shooter, or are you a driver, or whatever it may be, and I think we have just a lot of players, and so they'll take what is given to them. I'd like to see Joel probably take a few more. You made 36 last year, I think. I was looking the other day, and we're not on pace for that, but they shoot them when they're open, but they're also, you know, a little bit, again, like not one-dimensional, and so they'll take what's given to them, and I think, you know, we make shots in practice and we do it well, but, you know, guys know that we're trying to score at the highest efficiency we can, and a lot of times for us that's 2-pointers.
And I think 21 out of 30 baskets assisted. You have to be pleased with that.
You take that one.
I mean, yeah, I think it goes perfectly with what I was saying before. Like, we want to see each other score. And I think it also shows every time somebody scores, the bench is all on their feet. Like, we got in trouble with the refs. They were like, you guys got to, like, stop celebrating so much. Which is, like, we're genuinely just excited to see other people score. And I think that's why we're so effective on offense, because some nights somebody might not score, and we're okay with that as long as someone else is getting a good shot.
The refs were telling you during this game not to celebrate so much.
No comment. No comment. Yeah, a little bit. They do that from time to time. People aren't technically supposed to jump up and down, but they just do it for show. But
Just want to keep it under control.
right, exactly.
And last question I have, you know, just how big would it be to start conference play with 2 wins here at home?
It'd be helpful. You know, I've never really, for me, looked out on a season. I don't know who we're playing twice, or I don't know really what's going on. As Joe, I'm not sure what time practice is tomorrow. I guess maybe, yeah. So I don't. I'm trying to win every moment of whatever's in front of us, and so we have Stony Brook coming in, and they have shown a lot of glimpses. But for whatever reason, I've never cared much about anything other than what's in front of our face.
Gotcha. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good?
All right.